was like, I was born and brought up in Bombay, schooled in Bombay again here. And my earlier days, I started working when I just finished my 12th standard board exams.
Oh, you started that early?
Yeah, that early. And I was working in a petrol pump as a cashier or an assistant. And
you started working as a cashier in a petrol pump?
In a petrol pump. When I was studying, I was doing my graduation, college and all. And for that I was paid 300 rupees a month. I would, rush from my college out.
Okay.
This petrol pump was in Worli. So Santa Cruz I used to study. So I used to travel all the way there.
Okay.
And it was really hard times. During that time also, from 10 to 10 in the evening, till 8 o'clock I used to at least. So 10 hours we used to work for 300 rupees on a month.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah. So I worked there for 3 years. And then after that I completed my graduation, did my marketing management course from KC College. Again, that was a tough journey because during that period I was also working with the pharma industry as an MR. So I was working with Boots Pharmaceuticals as an MR.
The UK-based company.
The UK-based company, which was very
They've got a couple of brands which is quite famous.
Big
Bernol is one of them.
Bernol and Colderin
and you mentioned Sweetex, yeah.
Sweetex, and also these brands they had. And so we used to market then.
So this was after your MBA or during your graduation?
No, during my graduation. No, not during my graduation, but during my the marketing management course I was doing.
Post-graduation?
Post-graduation. Unfortunately, when my marketing management final exams were there, our company had launched a new product. So I did not get a single day leave to, go for my examination. So not a single day leave. So in the morning I would go in the market.
They wouldn't care about the exam.
They didn't care about the exam. We don't know. We have just launched a product. And in the evening I would go give my exams, come home at night. And I was traveling also from Churchgate to Andheri. So come home, study the whole night. Again next day morning go to the market for marketing. And then again the exam. So 6-7 days were the most horrible days of my life. But still we came out of it, passed in the exams very well. And then just came into business by, I don't know, by accident or
so
by
your
good luck.
Dad, I'm sure, was not from the printing industry.
No,
a little bit about your parents and your family, a little bit?
Yeah. So the thing is, my dad was a passport officer. Yeah, he was in Bombay, passport officer from Bombay, and he was also a President Award winner.
Wow.
For his
President Award winner. Very nice.
So he was a President Award winner.
Very nice.
And
I'm sure at those days when getting a passport is a big thing.
He
would have been a very person in demand.
Yes.
Quite in demand.
He was quite in demand. And so after he retired, and we didn't want him to be sitting at home or doing, and
those days retirement was quite early.
Quite early. He was 58 was the retirement. And he was too young and he was very energetic and so we didn't want him to retire so early.
Makes sense.
And in between for a few months or maybe 6 months or so, he used to just go to his friend's printing press. Just to help him out and all that stuff.
There the seeds are laid.
So that is how it happened. And one fine day his friend wanted to sell the printing press. That's how we bought that printing press. So from his gratuity money and all that stuff, I asked him to take up the press. At least you will be occupied somewhere, because I was any which way
you were working
with a good company
with Boots,
with Boots Pharmaceuticals. I was working in a good company. And so we got this press for around 1,25,000. It had 2 Treadle machines.
Which year was it?
I think during 1988 or something.
1988.
87, 88. Yeah.
But 1.25 lakhs, वो ज़माने में
बड़ा amount था. Yeah.
Those days, if I am not wrong, people were not drawing like more than 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 salaries.
Yes.
वो हिसाब से बहुत बड़ा amount है.
Yeah. At that time, my salary was itself, working for Boots, my salary was 800 or 1,200 rupees.
So that's 120 times the salary.
Yeah, exactly.
It's quite a lot of money.
Quite a lot of money. So that is how, luckily for him or for us, the press that was doing a loss of 3,000 rupees almost a month, we started making a profit of 3,000 in the first month itself.
You turned it around.
Yeah, the turnaround was so good. Of course, I had a good, network with my friends and all, so I could generate a lot of business, small businesses and all, stationery related items.
Right.
So from there, this printing business started.
So I understand you, like before we started this, you specialize in tags.
Yeah.
So was this always into tags, or you bought this into tags?
No. This is again a good story that happened, and so this, when as I told you, I had a good network with my friends and all this. So one of my friends, he introduced me to his another friend who was a garment exporter.
Okay.
And then I started printing small time stationery for him. This bill books and receipt books and all that stuff. From there, one fine day, he gave me a tag in my hand and he asked me if I could print the tag.
Achha.
Now this tag was, something which could not be printed on a Petrol machine. So it was printed on screen printing. So I did some research, got hold of people who would do screen printing.
Do it.
Because it was that time technology was there, not there like you have Google now, so you just press a few buttons and then they tell you who the screen printers in and around the area are. So that is how the first tag was made for me.
Again, how many years to reach the stage where you had to?
Not much. Fortunately, it was not much. It was just a year or so.
Okay.
And then this.
So around 89, 90?
Yeah, so 89, 90
so, but
maybe.
I think I missed that part. Why did you leave Boots, which was, working for a MNC those days? I mean, a conventional family, I'm sure, because your parents were working, तो middle class अपने सबका background
Exactly.
business क्यों करना है भाई? करना, नौकरी कर रहा है. Why do you want to do business?
That's a good thing. A good question. The thing was, in fact, I was being promoted as an area sales manager.
Okay.
So probably it was very difficult for any person to be promoted in such a big company in such a short time, maybe 3 years time or so. But then at the same time, my business was doing good. So now I had to take a chance whether I shift to my business and make it grow or keep working there and all. As I told you, see, I am a Sindhi. So business is in my blood.
You had to reach a calling.
I had to take a chance. I was very young here. Age was on my side.
Yes.
So even if I was not successful here, I always had a chance to again go back to a job. If not Booth, some other company would have taken.
Sure.
So I thought, let me give myself a chance here. And by the grace of God, everything turned out positive. As I told you now, Sujit, I've really been very positive throughout.